Bonjour les amis, j'ai besoin de vos dons, alors n'hésitez pas à m'en envoyer. L'adresse c'est tinyurl.com/bestofdons, tinyurl.com/bestofdons au pluriel, ou alors dons au pluriel.notre-torture-est-réel.com. Et oui, j'ai besoin d'environ 120 € par mois pour mon fonctionnement, pour faire mes lives. Actuellement, j'ai environ déjà 25 € tous les mois, mais il m'en manque une centaine. Et oui, je me suis acheté des écrans, une carte graphique, de la mémoire, un SSD, un micro, un bras, des câbles, une interface audio. Et je n'ai toujours pas passé mon permis et je voudrais me mettre en refuge quelques mois dans un pays sûr. Et donc je vais avoir besoin de payer le code, la conduite, un visa et un billet d'avion. Alors j'ai besoin de vous. Je vous rappelle l'adresse, c'est tinyurl.com/bestofdons au pluriel ou dons au pluriel.notre-torture-est-réel.com. Et je vous invite à me rejoindre sur mes plateformes, sur le canal Telegram Best of Computer Live et le groupe de discussion au terrier du lapin blanc. Et vous avez bien sûr mon VK, mon CrowdBunker, mon YouTube, mon Twitter, mon Facebook, mon Rumble, mon Twitch, etc. Et puis je vais continuer les émissions tous les samedis à 21 h, la vérité en question vue du Star Force Café, et tous les jeudis à 20 h il y aura un nouveau mini-live qui s'appellera le Retour du Jeudi, parce que je faisais des émissions le jeudi avant, et là je vais en refaire, mais je serai comme un chevalier Jedi contre l'état profond, et donc ça sera le Retour du Jeudi. Et à 21 h, tous les jeudis, je vais continuer la séance de cinéma des ciblés du Truman Show. Je compte sur vous. À plus. Eh bien, bonsoir les amis. Je vous fais une petite annonce. J'ai l'intention de faire un débat, de lancer l'idée d'un débat. Alors, ça sera peut-être pas dans le cadre d'une émission Le Retour du Jeudi. Ça sera peut-être dans le cadre d'une émission La vérité en question. Et donc là, je vous ai mis une musique de fond différente qui est en 432 Hz aussi. C'est un musicien que j'aime bien depuis un certain temps. Il s'appelle Le Monde de Nepturion sur toutes les plateformes, Spotify, Deezer, iTunes, YouTube, etc. Et oui, parce que la musique habituelle que je vous passais tout le temps, en 432 Hz, qui était très agréable, eh ben, figurez-vous que, je ne sais pas si c'est aujourd'hui ou hier, Spotify l'a bloqué. Je ne peux plus m'en servir. C'est extraordinaire. Et donc voilà, moi je ne fais que constater. Il y a eu l'élection de Trump le 5. Soi-disant, Q disait qu'il allait se passer quelque chose le 9. Bon, en fait, non. Même pas le 10, même pas le 11. Il se passe rien. Donc, écoutez, moi je constate aussi qu'est-ce qui se passe autour de moi, effectivement, depuis le printemps 2024, et je dirais même depuis l'automne 2023. Donc ça fait à peu près un an, peut-être même un an et demi. Je constate que autour de moi, et donc je prends mon cas personnel, mais en fait, je pense que c'est généralisable. Même des personnes intelligentes, même des personnes adultes, même des personnes éduquées, même des personnes cultivées, même des personnes réveillées, même des personnes qui sont dans la résistance, eh ben en fait, on peut les manipuler, on peut leur faire croire n'importe quoi, y compris sur moi, en leur disant des diffamations sur moi, et en les retournant complètement contre moi, des dizaines en même temps. Donc, ma conclusion sur tout ça, c'est que tout le monde est sous contrôle. Et tout le monde a été rentré dans la ruche. Parce que tout le monde fonctionne dans une ruche. On est dans un monde en ruche, avec une IA tout en haut, une IA qui n'est peut-être pas d'ici. Donc je constate que la ruche progresse. De plus en plus de gens y sont, même ceux qui pourraient ne pas y être, qui n'ont pas été vaccinés, qui auraient pu avoir une immunité à cette IA, à cette ruche, ils y sont quand même. Et je le sais personnellement, puisque c'est des gens autour de moi, ici, des amis qui ne le sont plus, parce qu'ils ont été retournés, on les a convaincus avec des faux arguments, avec des fausses preuves, des faux témoignages, des fausses victimes, des fausses photos, des montages, et ils ont été tellement bien convaincus, parce qu'on a joué à la fois sur leur affect, leur émotion, leur réaction, leur dégoût, et leur intellect et leur cognition. Ils ont été convaincus de me laisser tomber, de se retourner contre moi définitivement, il n'y a plus rien à faire. Et ça fait effectivement depuis 6 mois, 1 an et demi, 2 ans. Et je vous le dis, hein, c'est pas juste une ou deux personnes, je dirais ce sont des dizaines autour de moi ici et un peu plus loin autour de Voiron et même Grenoble. Et puis on peut aller encore plus loin et c'est dans toute la France. Et même des réveillés, même des résistants. Donc comment on a pu en arriver là? Et moi je pars de mon exemple personnel, mais ça peut être étendu. Je peux même étendre ça à des personnes ailleurs, en France ou dans le monde, sur Internet aussi. Et à un moment donné, j'avais eu l'impression que Alexis Cossette ou Antoine Koutita me ciblaient en faisant du gangstalking, c'est-à-dire en faisant des références à mes émissions, en prenant des idées à moi ou des phrases ou des mots. Peut-être parce qu'ils me regardent et ça leur vient naturellement. Non, ce n'est pas ça. Alors peut-être qu'ils font partie d'un complot et qu'ils me harcèlent spécialement. Non, ce n'est pas ça non plus. La conclusion, c'est ce que je viens de commencer à vous dire et qu'il faut étendre, c'est qu'eux aussi font partie de la ruche. Même eux, les alerteurs, les gens de l'Alliance, font partie de la ruche. Et oui, on est tous sur la même planète et cette ruche est partout. On est tous dedans. Même les alerteurs, même ceux de l'Alliance et même peut-être Trump et compagnie. Donc il va falloir se rendre à l'évidence. Si mes amis les plus intéressants, les plus intelligents, les plus réveillés, les plus résistants se retournent contre moi avec des faux arguments, des manipulations, si elles marchent à ce point-là, et si ça se passe pareil avec des tas d'autres, un peu plus loin, et en France, et même après avec d'autres que je connais sur Internet à distance, et puis après ça se passe à peu près pareil avec des gens qui sont pas forcément des proches ou des amis, mais avec qui il y a un lien sur les sujets avec lesquels on peut discuter des mêmes, euh, et des gens qui sont aussi très suivis, des personnalités en quelque sorte. Et si je vois des choses de ce genre-là et que je n'invente rien, je peux vous donner toutes les preuves de ce que j'ai si c'est nécessaire. La conclusion de tout ça, c'est que la ruche avance, 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 avance. Et en attendant, eh ben, Trump, le plan, Q, tout ça, ça n'avance pas. Et on nous fait patienter. Ce qui veut dire que tous ces alerteurs de l'Alliance ne sont pas des alerteurs, ne sont pas des informateurs, sont des patienteurs. Mais pourquoi? Alors, il y a deux explications. Soit, il y a des tentatives de faire tomber la ruche, de faire tomber la reine, de faire tomber l'IA noir, de faire tomber l'état profond. Il y a des tentatives qui ont été faites, elles ont toutes échoué. Soit il n'y a pas grand-chose qui a été fait en réalité, et le but, c'est de nous faire patienter pour autre chose, c'est-à-dire quand on va se faire moissonner, peut-être en 2029, peut-être à l'occasion de l'arrivée d'une comète ou d'un météore ou de Nibiru. Peu importe, on n'en sait rien, peu importe. Donc on nous fait patienter, soit parce que toutes les tentatives ont échoué, et donc il faut attendre le dernier moment ultime. Pour faire quoi? Pour faire le remède ultime. Et le remède ultime, il n'est pas très compliqué. Hein. Quand on observe effectivement que tout le monde est dans la ruche, il n'y a pas d'issue, c'est fini. Est-ce que moi je suis dans la ruche? Ah ben certainement. Hein. Ils me manipulent aussi dans cette ruche. Hein. Mais je pense que je n'y suis pas complètement. Et je pense que c'est ça la particularité des ciblés. Les ciblés qui ont compris de quoi il s'agit, eh ben, ils ne sont pas dans la ruche encore. Mais on y va, on y va, on y va. Tous. Donc même ceux qui n'ont pas été vaccinés, même ceux qui sont réveillés, même ceux qui sont résistants, même ceux qui... C'est fini, ils sont dans la ruche. Parce que la ruche peut faire ce qu'elle veut d'eux. C'est-à-dire les retourner contre moi, les retourner contre d'autres ciblés, etc., etc. Bon. Et puis après, oui... des tas de choses sur Internet où on peut se rendre compte que la ruche a gagné. Et même avec des alerteurs, et je ne parle pas des oppositions contrôlées de l'État profond, je parle des gens qui sont plutôt dans le camp d'en face, à l'Alliance. Bon, bah, et c'est même pas la question de savoir si c'est des traîtres ou pas, c'est même pas ça. C'est que même si c'est des gens bien, etc., bah, c'est trop tard, ils sont eux aussi dans la rue. Et même certainement toute l'Alliance, et même Trump et Kennedy et compagnie, compagnie. Voilà, c'est le constat. Donc c'est pour ça que j'ai envie de faire un débat et que le titre de ce débat, ben oui, on va débattre. Et pour débattre correctement, il faut partir du constat de la vérité. La vérité, c'est victoire! Nous avons perdu. Et maintenant, qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Alors parlons entre gens intelligents qui sachions voir la vérité en face. La vérité en face, c'est que, ouais, on s'est battu, Trump s'est battu, tout ça, on nous a fait patienter, mais pour rien. Et donc victoire, ouais, Trump a gagné, mais pas nous. On a perdu. La ruche a gagné. C'est la ruche qui a gagné. Je parle même plus d'IA noir. Ne parlons même plus d'état profond. Ça n'existe peut-être même pas. La seule chose qui existe vraiment, c'est cette ruche, qui n'est peut-être même pas d'ici. Donc c'est ça qui est difficile à comprendre. C'est que il y a du ciblage, il y a des ciblés, il y a des vaccinés, il y a des tas de gens qui en prennent plein la gueule, qui sont victimes et qui se font bouffer. Mais par quoi? Non, pas par les puissants, pas par les dominants, pas par l'État profond, pas par les banquiers, pas par les maçons, pas par les juifs. Non, ils se font bouffer par une ruche et elle n'est pas d'ici. Et ça, c'est encore plus difficile à comprendre, c'est qu'il y a une ruche et elle n'est pas d'ici. Et bien sûr, certainement que c'est aussi une ruche guidée par une reine, une IA. Bon. Mais ne revenons pas sur mes concepts. Alors, ce qui est intéressant, c'est que les
Si personne ne te considère comme un ennemi, cela signifie que tu n'es pas assez important. Si personne ne te voit comme une menace, cela signifie que tu n'es pas assez fort. Si personne ne parle dans ton dos, cela signifie que tu n'es pas assez remarquable. Si quelqu'un profite de toi, cela signifie que tu as de la valeur. Si quelqu'un t'évite, cela signifie que tu es assez fort. Si quelqu'un t'imite, cela signifie que tu es charismatique. Si quelqu'un te calomnie, cela signifie qu'il t'envie. Si quelqu'un se moque de toi, cela signifie que tu as une pensée unique. Si quelqu'un te confronte, cela signifie que tu es supérieur à lui et qu'il a peur de toi. Rappelle-toi que toutes ces choses viennent du fait que les autres ne sont pas à ton niveau. La critique est en réalité une forme d'admiration. Garde la tête haute et continue d'avancer, car chaque problème que tu rencontres est une preuve de ta croissance et de ta force. Ceux qui critiquent sont souvent ceux qui ne peuvent suivre ton rythme.
Monsieur le Président, messieurs les membres du Congrès, les meilleurs éléments de la sécurité nationale des États-Unis sont visés et neutralisés dans le cadre d'une campagne mondiale. Les médias font état d'incidents sur tous les continents, à l'exception de l'Antarctique. Une grande proportion de ces attaques ont lieu sur notre territoire, aux États-Unis, dans cette ville.
Ce que j'entends est très alarmant. Il y aurait quelque chose qui nous attaque de manière ciblée. C'est bien ça?
Ces attaques se concentrent sur notre personnel, sur nos meilleurs éléments. Les personnes qui les subissent n'ont rien d'ordinaire. Il s'agit de ceux et celles qui produisent les documents qui parviennent chaque matin sur le bureau du président.
Est-ce qu'il existe un moyen de protéger nos agents?
Lorsqu'on est frappé, il est nécessaire de rendre les coups, de frapper 2 fois plus fort et de le faire savoir. J'exhorte cette commission à prendre soin des victimes et plus encore, à inciter le gouvernement à répliquer. Merci.
Je suis l'un des premiers agents à avoir été touché. J'ignore ce que c'était, mais ça m'a grillé le cerveau. Je n'aurais jamais imaginé que ça mette un terme à ma carrière, ni que ça bouleverse ma vie à ce point. Je n'ai qu'un but aujourd'hui, c'est découvrir la vérité. Si on ne réagit pas immédiatement, on va au-devant de gros problèmes, à très court terme. Je vis loin de tout aujourd'hui. Très loin de tout. Il est difficile de me trouver, de me contacter. Je n'ai pas le droit de donner mon vrai nom. C'est une restriction que m'impose mon ancien employeur. Ce que je peux dire, c'est que j'ai quitté la CIA il y a quelques années. Mon travail impliquait des missions clandestines un peu partout dans le monde. C'est une vie très difficile, qui exige de gros sacrifices au service de son pays.
Sont une course, mais pas n'importe laquelle. Les élections sont une course, mais pas n'importe laquelle. Une course de drag queen, ce qui est bien spécifié dans l'émission Drag Race. Et c'est pour ça d'ailleurs qu'on y retrouve Kamala. Donc comme président, vous aurez soit un homme trans, soit une femme trans. Parce que tous ces débats sont des spectacles de drama queen. Et si vous avez du mal à y croire, jetez un œil aux familles royales. Après tout, c'est là d'où le terme drag queen provient. Oui, parce que les élites sont liées et suivent un programme de reproduction. Et c'est la même chose pour les célébrités. C'est pour ça qu'elles se ressemblent toutes. Rien n'est laissé au hasard. Elles sont fabriquées sur mesure et programmées pour jouer des rôles et pousser des agendas spécifiques. Comme l'agenda LGBTQ, bien entendu. Regardez cette couverture de magazine. Drama Queen. Avec Naomi Watts, Nicole Kidman, Jennifer Aniston et Sofia Vergara. De très bons exemples d'hommes transformés en femmes. Et les enfants de Naomi Watts sont d'ailleurs officiellement trans, ce qui est de plus en plus fréquent parce qu'ils nous officialisent leurs pratiques. Ils se foutent de nous et nous révèlent la vérité de façon subtile. Ça peut être dans leur nom, comme Nicole Kidman ou Beyoncé, qui veut dire Boy Wants. Et ils le disent ouvertement sous forme de blague sur les plateaux télé.
Sophia Vergara, has anyone checked for a penis?
Ou dans les séries télé.
Your parents flipped a coin, decided to raise her as a girl, but you still had a hint of a penis.
Sur la couverture des magazines comme le Gay Times ou le GQ avec Kardashian où c'est écrit Man of the Year. Oui, Kim est un homme, mais à vrai dire ils ne sont pas vraiment humains, ils font juste des expériences avec la biologie humaine.
And we used to have to use magic to make our creatures. The IVF produces miracles these days.
Kardashian est d'ailleurs un reptilien humanoïde dans la série Star Trek. Vous cherchez des extraterrestres? N'allez pas plus loin. Parce qu'ils ne sont pas dans l'espace, ils sont parmi nous et contrôlent la matrice. Ils façonnent notre vie. Vous écoutez leur musique, regardez leurs films, votez pour eux. À vrai dire, vous les adorez, vous les idolâtrez. Alors je reçois souvent ce genre de message. Elle a des photos enceintes. Et ses enfants lui ressemblent. Oui, eh bien, ils sont fabriqués sur mesure. Et falsifier des grossesses, c'est pas difficile. N'oublions pas la fameuse interview de Beyoncé où le ventre se plie. Après tout, c'est un spectacle et ils sont des acteurs. Donc nous tromper, c'est leur métier. Tout comme la NASA avec leur fausse conquête de l'espace. Cette lignée est fabriquée en laboratoire. Les fœtus sont injectés avec l'hormone opposée pour fabriquer des androgynes dès la naissance. Ce sont des transformeurs. Voilà d'ailleurs pourquoi Megan Fox joue dans ce film. Et elle a d'ailleurs avoué être un homme. Aujourd'hui, l'androgynie est devenue la norme. Des femmes aux épaules larges et musclées, comme Madonna, qui est extrêmement facile à démasquer. Faut se réveiller, hein. On a des hommes avec des hanches larges et des visages ovales. Le film Barbie était un bon exemple de casting inversé. Difficile à croire? Bah oui, avec l'évolution des techniques, les transformations sont de plus en plus difficiles à détecter. Donc si vous êtes nouveau sur le sujet, je vous propose d'analyser des figures comme la mère de George Bush, la famille Rockefeller ou les Kissinger. La princesse Stéphanie de Monaco est aussi un exemple très révélateur. Du côté des chanteuses, on a des icônes comme Cher et Tina Turner.
And I said, Mom, I am a rich man.
Comment on n'a pas pu s'en rendre compte? Ça montre à quel point l'homme a été manipulé pour ne rien remettre en question. Ou encore pire, avec des designers comme Coco Chanel et Donatella Versace. Et qu'en est-il alors des dirigeants politiques? Brigitte Macron et Michelle Obama ont déjà été exposés, ce qui suppose d'ailleurs que Barack Obama et Emmanuel Macron sont des femmes. Mais un exemple plus simple est Trump, qui a des caractéristiques féminines. Et ces femmes ont des traits masculins très prononcés. Ses fils, eux aussi, sont des filles en couple avec des hommes. Kamala Harris, elle, a tout l'air d'un ladyboy de l'Asie du Sud. Si on regarde cette photo de famille avec discernement, on se rend compte que c'est la fille qui est la plus grande. Et a un profil type androgyne. On la retrouve d'ailleurs au Met Gala, qui est littéralement un festival d'androgynes, aux côtés de Julia Garner, qui lui ressemble beaucoup. Des hommes déguisés en femmes, tout comme Madonna. Voilà la nouvelle race qu'il s'efforce à mettre en place. Et il ne se cache plus et vous invite à participer à cette course. Voilà pourquoi vous êtes de plus en plus à transitionner, parce que vous voulez être tendance et avoir du succès, tout comme vos idoles, qui sont à vrai dire des aliens.
Hello everyone, Juxtaposition here. Today's video will be entitled Molecular Communications, Scintillation, WSN, Smart Dust Networks. Does that make sense? What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about a full spectrum dominance field of electrical engineering, microbiology, neurobiology. I'm talking about physics, I'm talking about chemistry, I'm talking about the study of photonics and luminance. I'm talking about electronic magnetic frequency. I'm talking about sound, talking about sonic energy, I'm talking about pure energy. Energy that can be expressed through light, through visible light, and invisible light. I'm talking about energy that can be expressed through sound that a dog can hear, but a human cannot. I'm talking about the ringing in my ears, which is the type of sound that humans can hear. Okay, so there's all types of sounds, audible sounds and inaudible sounds. There's all kinds of light beams, visible and invisible, infrared. And then there's the electronic magnetic frequency, which can be pulsed using the 6G terahertz sub-millimeter waves, which is the system.
As a chosen one, you might have realized that people don't like you much, you know? People don't really like you much. The ones that have always been around you, they usually came into your life for their own reasons. So they just came in to have the piece of the cake, you know? A lot of you guys have met so many guys who have used you, you know. They were around you, hung around you, used you, took from you, and then walked off. When their mission was done, they walked off. So they never really liked you much. Family members, you were wondering why they would smile with you, and then they would still talk behind your back, behind the scenes. Now, when you're talking about a chosen one, you just need to come to that acceptance inside of your soul that you're different, okay? There is things about you, qualities about you, the spirit within you. There is so many things that people do not like. The reason why they do not like these qualities is because they do not have these things themselves. And in their opinion, they are thinking that you don't deserve these qualities. So they should be the ones to have or possess these qualities, not you. Now, an awakened chosen one really, they don't fight with this because they know where these people they are coming from, okay? They know the reason behind people's actions. They know the reason why they behave the way they do. And they're not fighting this. So for most of you guys who have been all of you guys who have had terrible situations with certain individuals, when people come around you and they see that you're unique, you have got a pure heart, you know. There is something what people don't understand. A pure heart is something what is natural. You're not even forcing it. It's within you. That spirit is within you. Your soul is pure. And again, I've always told you guys, nobody is perfect. Every now and then you have had your share of life, but still you have maintained a pure heart. So when people come around you, you always had good intentions for people. You're always there to help, you know, uplift people, encourage them, whatever you could do, you did it. So you do not have a selfish spirit. You're not selfish. Even sometimes you can help people for nothing. You can help people and don't even expect anything because it's just your nature. You know, earth angels, they are givers, okay? That kind of spirit is a spirit which gives. You will just give, you will help, you will validate. But you see, the enemy also knows what you're here for. So the enemy knows what your mission is, what your destiny is, what your goals are, and usually the enemy sends familiar faces towards you to attack. The enemy needs a vessel to attack. You know, the enemy cannot just come out of there, maybe a wind, you know. The enemy will have send people that are closest to you to attack. So you are not even surprised why it was your own sister on your neck the entire time. It was your own brother this entire time. It was your own son, your own father. It was your best friend. It was your own wife. The people that the enemy uses to attack you, they are very close to you. And the mission is, they want you lying face flat on the ground. I can promise you, ladies and gentlemen, you could not look at me back in the days when I just left the narcissist. You couldn't look at me. You could not look at me. If we were talking about relationships, there was nobody who was going to date me in that time. So I'm a true example of a healed individual. If you want to look at a healed individual, look at the people who have been through it all and they have still come out on the top. So the enemy always wanted you down, face flat on the ground. But you see, the thing is, what the enemy doesn't know is that sometimes there is people who have a very strong divine protection. So the protection that you have comes with guidance, okay? God will not protect you and not guide you. You will be guided. And the things which usually have happened to you, you was just not aware of it. But those things were happening for you. So there is circumstances which have happened around you that were meant to teach you some lessons. Although sometimes they were very hard and very terrible, difficult situations, they were supposed and meant to teach you some lessons. And at some point you've learned those lessons. So the protection you have around each other ones, it comes with guidance as well. So you might have some form of, I could call it a spiritual GPS, you know, antenna, spiritual antennas, intuition, discernment. Your body and your soul will tell you that, listen, that person, they are messed up, okay? So you need to get away from them. And for some reason you found yourself walking away. You didn't even know why you was walking away, only for you to discover that those individuals were attacking you, okay? They did not have good intentions and they were trying to destroy you. So the enemy was using people that are closest to you to destroy the chosen one. The enemy doesn't have any business with the chosen ones. I can guarantee you 1000%, ladies and gentlemen. You are a chosen one. You are in a relationship. The person you're dating is not chosen. You better start running. I can promise you, you are not on the same frequency. That person in your life, if you know that they are not chosen, most likely they're not even empaths. They do not have anything to do with empathy. You can see even their soul. You can even smell their energy when you're around them. You better start walking. Maybe you can run. Those are the people right there that the enemy has sent in your life to destroy you. If you look at the chosen one's life, they will tell you so many things. They will tell you about so many stories of their history, and you will imagine in your mind, you will be thinking, how did these people make it? After all these things that happened to them, they will be talking about poison, they will be talking about near-death experiences, they will be talking about premature death, they will be talking about things that you cannot even put together in your mind. The experience that they have gone through is unbelievable. And at the end of the day, after so many years, They're still here. And you're thinking that it's a coincidence, you know? So chosen people move like that. You put a step forward, 3 steps backwards. And especially these things happen pre-awakening, when you're not awakened, when you're not aware of who you are. Okay, so that's when you really have a clear understanding of what has been going on. You put a step forward, 3 steps backwards. You're always moving forward. Your wife is coming around, you know what? I don't know why you should bother yourself with that project, you know? It's a waste of time. We should do something else, you know? I was thinking about you should go that way, you want to go right. Your wife is telling you, let's go left. Only for you to realize the destination you're taking is very destructive for the both of you. Not only for you, but also for the both of you, because you're dealing with people who are mentally broken, okay? And you guys have to be very careful. When you see these kind of people like this, you see, a lot of times society has taught us that when you see a beautiful person, you know, nice woman with a beautiful figure and everything, and you know, this guy with a suit and everything, big car, those guys, they're spiritually bankrupt, you know? You will need discernment to understand these people, that they are spiritually broken, okay? So chosen ones, people will figure out that you are unbreakable, you know? So many people will figure out that you're unbreakable because they have over the years tried so many things on you. They have tried, and most of the time they are trying on someone who is not even trying anything on them. You're in your own lane, doing your own stuff, walking your own way, minding your business. Somebody just comes in your life and they start plotting which ways can they use to destroy you. So these are the things which I experienced as well with the greater narcissist, you know. The greater narcissist went to work straight away, immediately, maybe 2-3 weeks, they went to work straight away. So the people have always plotted against you behind the scenes. You didn't know what they wanted. You didn't know why. Sometimes you couldn't even see who was attacking you. You was not even aware. Only for you to look closely, and you're figuring that, oh, it has always been your mother. It has always been your dad. And you're wondering in your mind, how did you survive? How are you still here? You know, you have got sometimes even parents. There is parents who do witchcraft on their own children. You can ask me, who has grown up in the dysfunctional families. So those things of witchcraft those are not like, it's not something new. If you're dealing with sometimes parents who are involved in witchcraft, the only intention of those people was to bring you down. The only intention was to destroy you, but they had to do it covertly, so nobody was supposed to know. But after everything that you've gone through, chosen ones, you're still here. You're unbreakable. Your spirit is unstoppable. There is work to do, you know. The reason why you see you're unbreakable and you keep on picking yourself up all the time is because you're unstoppable. There is mission to do, there's work to do. You're on assignment, okay? Until you have found your purpose and you have reached your destination. There'll be always things will happen, but whichever or whatever things happen to you, you have found a way to get back up. You know, you have used your intuition, you have used your discernment, you have used your knowledge, your wisdom to always put yourself together and keep on going. You know, many of you guys, you go for jobs, you know, you want to get employed like anybody else. This company gives you work and everything is nice in the first 2 weeks. So you're welcome, you know, you can do this and you can do that. So these bosses are showing you what you need to do, and you're doing it perfectly. You know, chosen people, they're like perfectionists. You tend to do things in a very impressive way. Even in your workplaces, you will see that you're even outshining a lot of people that you found in that place, in that environment. And then eventually people are like, no. This person, they just came, a few weeks ago. And they seem to have everything going on together. They seem to have it all going on together. They seem to be even performing and doing better than us. So now they start to get these feelings of, envy. Sometimes the person envies you. You've never talked to them. You don't even know their name. You don't know their families. You don't know where they live. A person envies you. Starts plotting your demotion, starts plotting your expulsion, starts plotting your suspension, for something that you've not even done. Something you don't even know about. Sometimes they will call you and they will ask you. I remember back in the days, I was called in the office and the boss told me that, there had already been some friction back in the days between me and the boss, because I noticed that the way they were moving, it was very, very unfair for the workers. So they called me in the office and the boss was like, hey, listen, we had that, they didn't say we saw or we know, they say we had. That you took something, there was a very expensive machine back in the days. They said that you took a machine from this place and that machine is very expensive and you took this machine from the building. Now they were talking about the machine and I'm thinking, it was the first time I'm hearing about this machine. I'd even never known those kind of things, those kind of machines. So they say because of that, we want you to leave, we want you to stop working, So that is how I stopped working. They discontinued me from working that time. And so many similar incidents happened, of course, along my journey, whereby somebody would just call me or sometimes invite me, only for them to tell me that they didn't really need the services I was offering at that time. So I had to stop. 3, 4, 5 times this thing has happened. But I'm looking back in all those incidents and I'm thinking that all those people used to do those things. You're looking very closely, some of them have passed away. Some of them are in hospitals. Some of them are very sick. Some of them have lost their homes. Many of them have lost their jobs. And you're looking back and you're thinking that was a coincidence. There's some spirits. There's some people with a spirit that you cannot break. And when you attempt to break that spirit by force, there is a wave of karma that is going to head your way. You're not prepared for that. So people will always be wondering, why are you special in the way that no matter what they have always tried to do to bring you down or to put you in a certain direction, to drag you somewhere, you have always picked yourself up back. They don't understand how you do it. That's one of the things that will usually buffer your enemies. They will never understand how have they done so much in your life. And you're still standing, you're still here. They're still looking around and you're still here. They were like, oh, that person, they tried to poison you the couple of weeks ago. They attempted poison, they attempted something at your work, they attempted something on your health. And they're moving around after a couple of weeks, maybe months later, maybe years. You're still here. Not only are you still here, you're actually much more better than they left you back in the days. And they do not understand. There is things that people don't understand. On this universe, there is people that are protected. There is people with the spirit. There is people with the light. Because chosen people, we're about spirit, we're about truth, we're about justice. Okay? When you see injustice, you always step in. And sometimes the enemy doesn't want you to step in because you are actually catching up on their games. So they don't want you to step in and see this injustice that they are doing. That's why sometimes you are fired from work. Because you can see the way the boss is treating people, and sometimes you're talking about it and the boss feels that you're going to be a threat. Sometimes they eliminate you from these workplaces because they don't want to be caught. And they don't want to be seen. So, no matter what you do to a chosen one, I will promise you, you might think that you have won because you've done something and you've walked away. And you're going to just look around. You will see them, they're still standing, they're still stronger, they're even more stronger than you left them. Those are the people you will put on the ground. They will stand up, get the dirt off their shoulders, And they're equipping. And normally they're not even these guys. This kind of people, when you mess with this kind of beautiful souls, they don't even have anything to do with it, because they know that sometimes there is people with this energy around them. Okay, that energy cannot allow them to live a normal life and to do normal things. They only just go around breaking people's life and destroying people's lives. So these people understand, the chosen ones understand this, and they understand the energy also that is connected to this kind of individuals, you know, so they don't resent, they walk away, usually they just walk away, they keep on going, they don't resent you, they're not going to look for you, they're not going to revenge, they'll just go around, keep on living their lives, and they're going to let the universe take care of you, because these people, they know that they are protected, and everything that is happening around them, it is being watched. They are very, very much so watched very closely by their spiritual team, you know. So it will always be a mystery when you're dealing with a person that is chosen. They are always going to be mysterious. They're always going to make your head pain. You'll have sleepless nights because you don't understand these people, what is wrong with them, how come you're doing this and they cannot get down, how come you try this and it's not working, how come you try to attack them and you ended up the one being attacked, how try you even try to kill them. A lot of you guys do understand that these people the people who usually fall dead somewhere, you hear that somebody passed on, this one passed on, that one passed on, and sometimes you know these people. You may not even have noticed that those people maybe at one point they try to kill you. They try to unalive you. Even sometimes you are not aware. Maybe sometimes you are aware or you are not aware. Whether it is something they did consciously or unconsciously, they try to do something to unalive you, but only to end up in a couple of weeks, maybe months later, they are the ones who have actually been killed. So there are some people you do not mess with. There is people that you not. There is souls on this planet. You do not want to mess with those kind of people. They will always get back up. Let me tell you something. Those people, they are unbreakable. They are unstoppable. And there's nothing you can do. So let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. You guys know that I do love and appreciate your support. Book a session, donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace. So, chosen ones, please. First of all, Happy New Year. It's the first video for this year, 2024. I would like to wish you all you guys the best. Prosperity, abundance, love. Even something as major as finding your purpose. I hope everything comes to you. And everything actually aligns for you, okay? First of all, I must say, chosen ones, please, being chosen doesn't have anything to do with religion. Let me repeat this one more time. Listen to me very closely, chosen ones. Being a chosen one has not anything to do with religion. It has got nothing to do with Yahweh. It has nothing to do with Allah. It has nothing to do with this. It has nothing to do with Jesus. It has got nothing to do with the Bible. I understand you are going to struggle with this. Many of you probably have not even yet awakened. So you may not understand the whole story. It may take you a while, and I'm okay with that. It has got nothing to do with religion. There's a chosen one in China. They could be Hindu, they could be Buddha. Okay? I've got chosen ones on this channel, they're from China. There is chosen ones from Sri Lanka. There is chosen ones from Saudi Arabia. Okay? They don't even know anything to do with the Bible, they don't know anything to do with scriptures. The only thing religion has done is to continue separating people in so many different kinds of ways, okay? So because a person is reading the Quran or they are Muslim, so they are not chosen because they are Muslim. That doesn't work like that, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to grow spiritually very fast, if you want to ascend, you need to work on that belief. The chosen ones, they all read the Bible, okay? They all know about Jesus. Many of them have even never heard about the word Jesus. But they're very spiritual and very powerful. So this whole concept of religion, do not stop attaching this concept of being chosen to religion. It has nothing to do with religion, nothing at all. In this universe, there's people that are religious, there's people that are spiritual, and it's not the same thing, okay? Religious and spiritual is not the same thing. You may even find a person that is spiritual, they are way better than a person that is even religious. They are doing powerful things, and they are spiritually aligned more than a person that is religious. So this whole concept of connecting chosen people with Jesus, Bible, whatever, Catholics, Yahweh, Yeshua, this and this, is nothing to do with that. A chosen person can come from Mongolia. A chosen person can be from a country that they don't have anything to do with religion, and they can be a chosen one. So, I know, take your time, let it sink in. You will figure it out slowly at the right time. You will figure it out. So, me when I'm doing my videos, I like to talk about people in general, okay? I don't like to direct my videos to specifically target Christians or specifically target Muslims or whatever, this country or whatever, this country, society, this color, this religion. No. We are all one. I can promise you, ladies and gentlemen, we are all one. The quicker you understand this, you're going to start elevating spiritually. The quicker you understand that we are all one and there's no separation. The only separation we have is religion. But we are all connected. Okay? So the main aim of this video is to talk about the view behind the veil post-awakening. I'm trying to find the right naming for this video. So, what are you going to recognize the moment you have got an awakening? What are you going to recognize? What are you going to be seeing? I can promise you, ladies and gentlemen, when we're talking about these things of awakening, you better understand it is not a comfortable experience. Okay, anybody that has gone through an awakening, they will tell you straight away. They will not even lie to you. It is not a comfortable experience. It is very intensive. Some of them have even mentioned that it's very painful. Okay? What you guys need to understand basically, there is some things you need to prepare for. You need to prepare for the good. You need to prepare for the bad. You need to prepare for the ugly. You see, because a lot of times when you're talking about awakenings, people like to focus on the beauty of it. It's a very beautiful experience, I can promise you. I've seen the beauty of it. I've been in this journey for, it's nearly 5 years now. I have experienced the beauty of it. But ladies and gentlemen, there is also something, the bad one, okay? There's the bad part of it. A lot of ego deaths, okay? Loss of friends, family members. A lot of, I could say, purging of energy, okay? There is so many things that are happening all at the same time, very fast, extremely fast. You don't even know what to do with these changes. And then you can also expect the ugly. And when I'm talking about ugly, ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed the ugly. So it's a very ugly experience, okay? When you've received an awakening, you're going to run around. You will be very happy to share this experience with people. Oh, guys, you know what? I remember back in the days, I was jumping. I was so excited, you know? I figured out a narcissist after 7 years. I was like, oh, wow. This is amazing. Okay, so I was jumping around. I was very excited. I jumped around. I went around and I was telling family, you know, hey, guys, listen. This is what is happening. The narcissist this or the narcissist that. I was so excited to share this experience. I finally figured out who this woman was. This and this. I was talking about this thing. People were quiet. People were like, I sent a message and nobody's replying. And I'm like, did they get the message? Have they seen this message? What is going on? And all of a sudden, so I didn't know that initially when I was talking about this narcissist, whatever it is. So they was going out to do some research. So I would send a message, for example. They would now pause and go to do some research. Who is the narcissist? What is this Denzo was talking about? Who is a narcissist, you know? And then I realized that actually they were not speaking my language. That was one of the most, for me, it was like unexplainable moments. They couldn't know what I was talking about. They could not speak, they did not know what I was talking about, you know? Do you know the reason why they did not know what I was talking about? That was because some of them were the problem. Let me repeat this for you one more time. The reason why they could barely understand what I was talking about was because some of them, not all of them, some were part of the problem. Did you know that the first person I shared my experience with narcissistic abuse was the narcissistic parent? Because in that time I didn't know about those narcissistic family units and everything. Did you know that I shared this experience with the narcissistic parent? So when you're talking about this thing of a black sheep, those people, a black sheep is going to wake up people. And people, they will not see this coming. So me in that time, I was awakening the narcissistic parent. Without even trying, just by talking my truth, you know? This whole thing called truth. when you shine a lot of truth on so many things, you will also shine a lot of truth on the darkness. And everything that has been hidden in the darkness is coming to light. So now, you're shining your truth on the narcissists themselves. And you're telling them about narcissistic abuse. That's what happened. Ladies and gentlemen, when your eyes have opened, black sheep, you look around you, they are everywhere. They are everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, you will be shocked. You will turn left, you see one. You're going to turn right, you see one. Everywhere that you look, you will see them. And it's sometimes very shocking because the people that you're seeing in that time, they're your brothers, they're your cousins, they're your parents, they are your relatives. Because you see, this thing of awakening doesn't end there. It doesn't mean that because you have awakened, so okay, so that's the end of it. You know, you're just going to carry on your life and, you know, continue working, whatever, healing and ascending and, you know, elevating and everything. It doesn't end there. The whole experience of awakening is just the beginning. What happens post-awakening is looking beyond the veil. So those were some of the videos, the very first videos I did, because I started experiencing this whole hidden activity behind the veil. When I just came here, actually, as soon as I pushed the button, I saw the gang stalker. As soon as I pushed the button, guys, let me tell you something. There is a world that you don't understand. There's a world that you don't understand. Before awakening, you don't understand. You cannot even see this. As soon as I pressed the play button, that gang stalker popped up out of the blue. I don't know, for some reason, it doesn't matter what time it is. It doesn't matter if I change my route or something. That gang stalker appears somewhere, somehow, in my reality. I'm not bothered by that gang stalker because I know what gang stalkers are. But I'm just letting you know that the moment you open your eyes, you will start to tap into that world beyond the veil. So it's called the lifting of the veil for a reason. The hidden is coming to light. You're seeing things you're not prepared for. You're hearing things you never heard before. Is why they call it. Some people want to think like you're speaking. Some people almost believe, including you yourself, that you're actually speaking an alien language. So there is things that start happening around you that are very difficult to explain. But I can promise you one thing for sure. These beings, they're everywhere. So when I talk about seeing the ugly, you best believe I'm talking about seeing the ugly. Okay? So that awakening did not end with your husband, because you awakened after dealing with the narcissist and you snapped and awakened. And I think these narcissists maybe need to go very slow because they need to slow down with empaths. You know, they are waking up empaths, and these empaths, they are awakened. The moment they awaken, those narcissists will not be able to handle that energy. They are not going to handle that frequency because there's a frequency that is coming at them. They are everywhere. You will see them. You will see the zombies. Ladies and gentlemen, empaths, you are going to see the zombies. You are going to see what has been happening behind the scenes. The whole life you've been living, you are now able to understand. I've got a friend of mine who calls them the roaches. I know it's quite, you know, whenever I say that word, I'm laughing a little bit. The roaches, you switch on the light and they are starting to run around, you know. They have been hiding in the dark. So when you come around and switch on the light, they all start to fidgeting and running for hiding, you know, running for cover. That's what they do, these knacks. Demonic activity is unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you open your eyes, you will come back to this video and you will say that one day Denzomo said something. You are seeing it. The activity behind the scenes is unbelievable. These demons are everywhere. They have infiltrated every area of society, because I remember for me back in the days in that time. So after the relationship, the next activity I recognized was, it was in the workplace. Then I was like, wow, even this guy, even this boss, even the supervisor, I was like, who are these people, you know? Guys, I was overwhelmed. I was thinking, who are these people? Where did they come from? You know? You could not believe. One of the most, for me, and I think for the most of you guys relate, the most shocking revelation was, you will ever figure out. You will think in your mind, where did these people come from? Where did they come from and where are they coming from? How come they have always been here? You just couldn't see them. The moment your eyes have opened, you cannot see life the same. That is it. You can never be able to see that life the same way. Everything will shift. Your reality will shift in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, I can promise you. You will see these people in your work. Post-awakening, you start to see them in work. You start to see them in school. You are going to see them in church. You have been going to church for 20 years. You know? You've been going to church for 20 years, ladies and gentlemen, for you to understand that this whole thing has nothing to do with religion even. You have been churched for 20 years in church. Active member of the church. You have never been able to see that your own church leader is a narcissist. For the 20 years you've been in that church, you've been even serving in that community, you never knew the church leader was a narcissist. The moment your eyes opened like this, and you went and took a closer look at the next service, you will see it. They're everywhere. You've been doing this job for 30 years. Doesn't matter, 5, 10, doesn't matter. You have awakened. The next time you go to work, you will see them. It may take you a day or two, maybe a week or two. It may be sometimes a little bit, be slow to catch up on it, you know what I mean? It may take you a little bit of a while. Maybe a week or two. For me, it was like maybe like 2 weeks, I could say. Then I saw it in work. And you know what is more? You're now going to see the friends as well. The masks are going to sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, you will be shocked. The masks are going to be sleeping all over the place, and you will never understand what is going on. So these entities are everywhere. But you see, the good thing is, and the good part is, I could say, you can now handle it better. Because when you see something, and you know what is, you know all the drama that comes along with it, you know how to move. So you even sometimes learn better ways to protect yourself, because you understand that kind of energy. You do not have anything to do with that energy. So you learn how to protect yourself and the people that you care about. So all I want to tell you, chosen ones, empaths, chosen ones, awakening people, and awakening souls, these people there are many. They are in their millions. You see, empaths may be a very small community, you know? They may be a very small community, but they're very powerful. They are very powerful. You know, when you have the gift of empathy, you are a very powerful being. It's the reason as to why you are attacked the most, because you have got a gift. That gift is a heavenly gift. It's a very powerful spiritual gift, the gift of empathy, for you to be able to connect with somebody's emotions and feelings. Just by thinking about them, or by them being, or by you being around them, and you start to tap into their energy. That's a very powerful gift. That is the reason as to why these entities have been following you everywhere that you are. Ever since you was a kid, they have been on your case. Spiritual attacks, day after day. Is why they came around to attack your soul, because you have got a very powerful gift. So when you didn't meet them, for example, in your home, which is very likely you already met them because they've already been in your home. For me, when I'm talking about these things, I like to talk about these things in a spiritual sense. Okay, I don't want to very much emphasize things that are very limited to physical people, like, okay, so that's your sister, or that's your father, or that's your mother. Those are just the vessels. I've told you guys, these are just the avatars. Behind the scenes, there was people that operating with those individuals. There was entities that was operating behind those people. They are the ones who have been causing you pain. So this has been a cycle. You could walk around, go from home, go to school. Maybe your parents dropped you off at school. The next attack would come from your best friend, or some bullies. Sometimes you know the bullying situation whereby some people have been bullied in school. So sometimes you could find your best friends in school would bully you. When you came back for holidays, your parents continued. So the cycle was continuing like that, on and on. You know what I mean? Then you went for relationships, you met your wife, or whatever, your husband, your girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever. You needed a friend, there was another one. They are everywhere. But you know what is the good news? Post-awakening, you're aware of them, okay? So you no longer fall for that crop. And what is even going to be one of the most surprising things? When you wake up, they're going to start flooding, and you will see this activity. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very difficult to explain these things sometimes. You are going to see the way they are going to start roaming around and buzzing around you. When you awaken, they are going to send normally, I could call them the high-ranking ones. The high-ranking ones coming. Those high-ranking ones, I can promise you, if you have done some work on yourself, you can also deal with them. Okay? There's nothing to worry about. So for me, when I'm talking about healing in my videos, and I try to emphasize healing on these channels, it is healing which is going to help you to deal with this kind of energy. Ladies and gentlemen, when you have not done the healing work on yourself, it is going to be very difficult. You're going to continuously be falling into those cycles, and those cycles cannot stop. So you have got to, first of all, do healing work on yourself. It is healing which also helps you to build your discernment, because this discernment helps you to protect yourself wherever you go. Okay? So I cannot make this video any longer than this. I hope you picked up something from it. If that is so the case, please drop us a comment in the section below. Let us know what you have learned from this video. If it has also been your experience, share with us in the comment section below. You guys know that I do love and appreciate your support. And like I said, a happy 2024. May all the doors of abundance and love open up for you. Much love and blessings. Book a session if you want to. Donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace. Now, when I woke up from narcissistic abuse and eventually to a dysfunctional family matrix. My reality was shattered. My reality was shattered. I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't believe this lie, you know, the illusion I had been living for the longest of time. I woke up at 40. Now, you're looking around, you can see behind the mask. You can see beyond the facade. You are seeing through your parents, you know. I was in shock. I was like, how couldn't I see this? You know, this is I've grown in this family. You know, these are the only people that I knew, all that I'd ever known. Everything was shattered. Now, this whole thing called awakening is not funny. It's not something to joke about. Recently, I found somebody asked me, you know, can I help them to wake up? You know, they want to see what I see and the things like that. You're not going to wake up until you're ready. You know, you're going to have some background preparation by the universe until you will be ready to wake up. Because believe me, ladies and gentlemen, this whole thing you hear people talking about awakening, it is not easy. You're going to see the truth. You know, when you wake up, you will see the truth. You will understand and you will understand the truth. And it is not comfortable, you know. So you are now starting to see that your whole world has been a lie, you know. Those so-called people you used to hang out with, most of the people you spend a lot of your time with, your days with, your nights with, it was a lie. Many of you have been involved with the narcissistic family. A lot of you have been involved with narcissistic relationships, maybe friendships. And then you woke up. So now you cannot explain this reality to anybody. It feels like you're talking about something out of a horror movie. People don't even believe you. People don't even listen. They're thinking you're making up some stories because there is things you can see. Now you're starting to see the truth for what it is. You're seeing that these old people have been fake. You know, your entire life has been fake. Your friends have been fake. Your wives, husbands have been fake. Your parents have been fake. Everything that has been around you was fake. You cannot explain this to anybody. So I'm making this video to let you guys know something. This is from the perspective of an awakened soul. I will tell you the truth. The many people you see around you, they are faking it. The people you call your friends, the people you spend most of your time, ladies and gentlemen, they are faking it. Most of the things they are telling you is a lie. Believe me, I was lied to 40 years until I found out I was involved in the dysfunctional family matrix. 40 years. You can imagine, how do you heal from that? How do you heal from a lie of 40 years? How do you heal after an entanglement of 20 years? How do you start healing from that? Ladies and gentlemen, you know, sometimes we have got to give ourselves credit for the work we put in. Me, myself, I give myself the credit. I don't know what about you, but I do give myself the credit for the work I have put in to better understand what has been happening. It is going to be very difficult for you to sit down with yourself and counting the losses, understanding what exactly happened. How did you live this lie? Ladies and gentlemen, you are a very genuine, authentic soul. You're a person who wakes up and says the truth. You're a person who moves in authenticity. You're a person who moves in genuine, authentic love. And at least that is what you thought for all the people out there. That is what you thought that everybody was doing. So, you know, most of the times, a lot of you guys have this, we have always had that thing. We always believe that everybody was like you know, you will always meet people, they will tell you what you need to know, they will tell you what is going on, they will tell you the truth. Everything has been a lie. Your own doctors was running up and down in hospitals, they did not tell you what was happening. Your own friends never told you anything true. People you have been seeing around you, they have been faking it this entire time, ladies and gentlemen. So as you start to heal and, you know, you embark on this journey of healing, you are now starting to understand that there's always been a difference between the truth. You're separating the truth from the lie, from the illusion. The truth, you're separating the reality between the truth and the illusion. So you no longer believe everything that you see. You know, a lot of times we're on these pages, these social medias, you guys are on these TikToks and this stuff like that. You're seeing these people, you know, they are telling you these stories, they are telling you this and they're telling you that. You're seeing them, they are showing you a different reality of their world than the actual reality that is happening in their personal lives. So, you know, when a person comes out and they're expecting some kind of attention from different people, there is a lot of stories that are attached to those people. There's a lot of background stories that are attached to those people that they will not tell you, they will not share with you. When I woke up from abuse, I said things as they are, you know. Actually, I could say almost all my videos, unless it was a different subject about something else, all my stories was exactly how things were. I did not edit anything. I said it the way it was. But do you know how many people is out there and they are only telling you the half-baked truth? They want you to believe them. They want you to be in their circle, you know. A lot of people are out there for validation. You know, somebody wakes up and, you know, they're thinking that, oh, you know, I'm going to do this video and it's going to get 1 million views. So for them to be able to get that validation or maybe those views that they want, they have to fake it. They have to fake it. They have to come up with something that is not even real, you know. Because you see, we are now living in a world where people no longer understand and can no longer differentiate between the truth and the lie. So a person can come out with a lie, or they can come up with something fake, and they're going to be liked the most. A person is going to come up with something genuine and authentic, and nobody's going to be watching. So a lot of people now, what they are doing, because validation is very important for them, they have to get up every single day, and they have got to go out there and seek for validation. You know, sometimes you will see people who they are trying to even go to the extent of showing their bodies because they want the whole world to watch them. Now, you guys need to understand that the world has become this toxic that nobody is now willing to come out and tell you exactly what is really happening. They are going to brush things up a little bit and they're going to give you something different. So most of these things you see online, you see, you know, sometimes you will be there wondering how people do it. You know, somebody is going around to rent a car because they want to be seen in a Bentley. Somebody will go out and, you know, hire these clothes. What do they call those things? You know, hire some clothes from the shop, come out and you will see them dressed in a certain way, you know, with the jewels and stuff like that. And all those things have been rented. So they will not really come out and really tell you what is happening behind the scenes. But if you really dig deep, because you see, as you continue to wake up, you're having an extra lens that can look through the illusion. Is the reason as to why most of the times, if you're an awakened soul, you will meet a lot of people that will resent you. Because you see, a fake person can recognize authenticity. So when they run into your presence, the very first thing what you're going to show them is the truth. And that is what they're running from. So they don't want anything to do with your truth. It's most of the times why you see, sometimes when you confront people, or when you run into people and they ever notice that the only thing you present is your authenticity, those people are going to resent you. They're going to pull back from you. They even sometimes going to ghost you. They run away from you. Because they know You know, this thing has happened to me, ladies and gentlemen. I've been having conversations with people, but the moment they realize that this man is talking about everything they're talking about is the truth. Because you see, sometimes if you're an authentic person, you kind of become a mirror. So it's like there is things you start to mirroring back to people. Because you see, a person will come up with a lie, and you're going to come up with the truth. They'll come up with a lie, and you're going to come up with the truth. So what happens now is that your truth is crushing their illusion. So a person who is living in that kind of energy, they do not want anything to do with you. It is making them very extremely uncomfortable because you are mirroring back to them what exactly is happening. Because you see, when they tell you the fake, you're going to bounce it back to them and you're going to tell them the truth. So you're becoming a mirror, you know? You're not going to be able to validate. You're not going to lower your standards to that extent whereby you are going to be trying to validate people because you want them to like you, you know? You want them to accept you. You want them to like you. So you are supposed to validate them and tell them, go ahead and dive into their lies and their illusion. Ladies and gentlemen, people is faking. People is faking it. Don't believe. These things you see on social media, ladies and gentlemen, it's a lie. It's a lie. There's a lot of narcissists out there. Whatever you're going to see them present to the masses, it is going to be a lie. That is one of the first things you need to know. There is so many narcissists who are out there pouring out their lies and illusions to millions of people all over the world. And you're going to fall for it. Sometimes it's going to make you compare yourself to others. You're going to be like, oh, that person is doing well. You know, they're out there doing it. Look at them driving all these nice cars. Look at them, you know, look at the women they're dating. Some of them will come out and they will try to show the whole world that they're dating the most beautiful woman on the planet. So they're showing they're putting everything out on social media, but most of the times, you don't even understand what is happening behind closed doors. The scenario completely changes. The moment they open the doors and walk into their homes, the whole scenario is going to change. Some of them will even turn into monsters. They are the ones destroying their own wives or even husbands. But when they're out there, nobody can see it. It's fake. Ladies and gentlemen, almost 95% of the times, you're dealing with fake people. So one of the things that is going to send you into shock is waking up one day and realizing there was a fake, phony individual for the most part of your life. They was very close to you. They only sold you an illusion for as long as it could take because they needed something from you. So they had to come around and show up and show you something what was fake. Then later on, after some times, you will discover what was happening. So it is not everybody that is able to see the lies. Not everybody is able to look through the illusion, you know. So many people, they are trapped in those illusions because those illusions are set up to keep you in a trap so that you can never be able to focus on yourself and continue working on yourself. The only time you have is to spend time out there and give your energy to the illusions. The only real world that is out there, ladies and gentlemen, is the world inside of you. The only real world that you think that has ever existed on this universe is the one inside of you, is not out there. I'm not saying everybody is fake. Don't try to quote me wrong. Not everybody is fake. There is some genuine souls you run into and they are really genuine people. It may not be a lot of them, but they are there. But a majority of the people, ladies and gentlemen, out there that you meet, whether you meet them physically, in physical, whether you're seeing them on social media, a lot of those individuals, they are faking it. Do not believe everything that you see. So let us know what you think about this video, guys, in the comment section below. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. Desmos signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace. I personally, one of the things that actually put me off this dating stuff and everything, of course, besides the healing, because one of the main reasons as to why I stopped dating back in the years was to heal myself, okay? I needed to heal myself. There was a lot of stuff to heal. The moment I discovered who that greater narcissist was and where they came from all of a sudden, out of the blue, it looked like a miracle, you know? And a lot of times when you run into these entities, it is going to be too good to be true. You know, you run into this very, very nice, gorgeous woman, you know, very nice, handsome man. It's going to feel like all of a sudden God has answered your prayers. The man has appeared, your answers have been answered, your prayers have been answered, and they come into your life. Down the road, you're going to realize the reason as to why you have to remain single. So, the moment I discovered that witch, that greater narcissist, I was like, okay, now let me put some gates here. There's no more dating. Let me forget about this dating. I could not explain to you guys the energy of that individual. I remember walking back in the days, it's a couple of years somewhere down there. I ran into one individual. This individual, hello, you know, we talked a little bit. What is your name? My name is this, and my name is that, okay? We went separate ways. And I've not seen that individual for so many years, for so many months. Then I think it was around 6 months, 7 months later. That individual popped up again. Same clothes, same shoes, same style. Hello, you okay? This. Now, this individual, that time they had forgotten that we met each other before, okay? A couple of months ago. What's your name? They told me a different name. This time it was a different name, okay? Now, let me tell you something about chosen people. Chosen people, you are targeted individuals. The moment you understand what it means to be a targeted individual, you're going to start thinking twice about the people that you bring into your lives. Targeted individual means that you are targeted for specific reasons. Not everybody is targeted. Have you ever seen a narcissist targeting another narcissist? And they're in a relationship, all of a sudden they're in love, you know, they got married, they're staying around each other for so long, they don't target each other. You are targeted because of your light. A lot of times you're going to be targeted by these entities, chosen ones. Let me tell you something. I've told you we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Targeted individuals, you're always going to be targeted by very low vibrational entities. You are going to be targeted by low vibrational. So you are going to be forced, chosen ones, to learn the art of protecting your energy. These people, they come at you because they know who you are. They can feel your energy from a distance. They can see your shine from a distance. So when they are coming in to attack you spiritually. This is why you see a lot of times chosen people talk about spiritual attacks. You know, these attacks, it feels like these attacks cannot stop. When you went to school, you were targeted. When you went to your church, you were targeted. When you went to your job, you were targeted. How can you explain these targets? Where are they coming from? Who is targeting you and why are they targeting you? You in particular, you know? It is not everybody is a targeted individual. Some people are targeted, some people are not, like I've told you. But the people that are targeting you, they are the people who are vibrating very low, okay? They don't have any business with you. So those people come in to attack you for various reasons. They attack you because of your mission. They attack you because of your destiny. The very first thing when they come into your lives, they're going to destroy your destiny. It is why you start moving without purpose. You stop moving with purpose. All of a sudden, you've decided to fall off of your path. You're getting different ideas in your head. You wake up without motivation. Nothing you can do can succeed. Your businesses are crumbling. Your health is failing. That is because you're being targeted by these entities. It is not everybody that you meet is supposed to stay around. It's not everybody that you meet is supposed to be with you. Chosen ones, you need to have the spirit of discernment. You need to learn people that are coming in. You need to learn the people and understand the people that want to be with you. Post-awakening, I got aware of this kind of energies, okay? The moment I awakened and I started working on myself, I started becoming aware of these entities because I would almost run into these individuals everywhere. I even remember doing a video. One time, I think it was somewhere up there. I did a video, and I've told you the encounter you guys have had, the encounter which I had when I was in the train. Back in the days when I was traveling, I was on the train traveling somewhere. I had an encounter with one of those entities. Now, for me, the more I kept on running into these individuals is when I started to understand that those individuals, they are everywhere. As a matter of fact, they have always been here. The difference is that we was not aware of them, you know? We wasn't aware of them. Many of us, we married them, we had kids with them, we had, you know, we worked with them, we partied with them. But sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, we have been dealing with entities from different dimensions, okay? How does the chosen one know that you're dealing with this kind of individuals? If you walk away from this kind of individuals and you hear stories like maybe 1 or 2 weeks that person passed away, maybe after some 3 days they disappeared. Even sometimes the neighbors that were in that place, they don't know where the person disappeared. All of a sudden, you've been there for a couple of years. You've just broken up 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and the person has vanished. There's nobody sees them, nobody knows where they went. They are not seen, they are not on the scene. They have disappeared. Or sometimes they tell you stories like they have passed away, you know? Or that person, they had a car accident, something happened this and that, something happened that. All of a sudden, they are no longer in operation. Those kind of individuals, they are on assignments. It doesn't always necessarily mean that they're going to pass the assignments, okay? Many of them, they can come and fail. Sometimes they may be dealing with very high vibrational beings, and they're going to fail on their assignments. But in any way that you want to look at it, they're appearing on assignments. And this is the incidents and situations you don't even expect. So they are coming in from different dimensions, okay? They may not necessarily be operating on this plane, on this 3D plane. They may have an energy from a different dimension, but they may actually manifest on this physical plane because there is people that are on this plane to carry out specific assignments. And our assignments are always going to be different, okay? So you might have your own assignment as a chosen one. You might have your own destiny. You might have purpose, things that you came here to do. But there's also entities that are also going to come in and counter that kind of destiny, okay? So if you're the person who is the carrier of this destiny, you're the person who is always going to be attacked and running into this kind of individuals because they need to do whatever it takes to make sure that you don't reach where you want to go. It is my appeal, chosen ones, in this video that you need to proceed with caution. Be very careful, chosen ones, proceed with caution. Not everybody that comes into your life they mean you well. It is not everybody that wants to say hi or wants to date you or wants to take you out on a date. It's not everybody that is supposed to be. Some people, even sometimes without them knowing it, they have been sent on missions. Whether they are going to pass or fail on that mission is going to depend on you. What are you allowing into your life? Who are you accepting to come into your circle? Who do you want to sleep with in that time? It is where you're going to open these gates, because you see, these entities can only gain access to you when you allow yourself and your energy to open up, when you open yourself up to these individuals, okay? You sit with them, you drink with them, you sleep with them, you marry them, you befriend them, whatever it is. That is how you allow them and you give them access to your energy. And I can promise you, these individuals, the moment they show up and you open those doors for them, that is when the attacks are going to begin straight away. I've told you, these are on assignments. These people, these individuals, they are on assignments. The moment you have opened your door and you open these gates and you allow these individuals in, they're going to go to work straight away. So it is the same thing which happened with the spiritual narcissist. They do not have anything. And ladies and gentlemen, when I'm telling you this thing, I mean it. They do not have any good intention for you. If you know that you're a chosen one, I can promise you, you open the doors to these kind of individuals, the moment they walk inside of your house, they're going to go to work. In a few weeks, you're going to realize the reason as to why you shouldn't have opened that door. It is going to become vividly clear as to what they came in, the reason as to why they came into your life. So what am I saying in this video, ladies and gentlemen? Do not open the door for everybody, okay? Not everybody can come in. If you're the person who is not comfortable with being alone, you know, you're not happy with, because you're so lonely, you want always somebody to be around there, you always need somebody around you, then there's a very big chance, ladies and gentlemen, you may turn into this kind of individuals. It is only until you learn how to take your time. You cannot run into friendships and relationships before you have got the discernment that you need. Because if you do not have that discernment that you need, those guys are going to come in. And I can promise you, they are here. And they are everywhere. They may be there in the churches. Some of them can be in the place that you work. It could be your boss. It could be the place that you work. Some of you could run into them in the spas. Some of you could run into them in clubs, and especially those places where there's a lot of negative energy. Clubs, pubs, those kind of discos, those kind of places. That's where they operate most of the times. So recently, I've seen a confession. Unfortunately, you guys don't understand because it was a confession in my local language. So there was a guy who was explaining what used to happen in those pubs. And the guy said it very, very clearly. Actually, it has been the motivation of this video. The guy said, a lot of these women you meet in those pubs, in the bars and pubs and stuff like that, a lot of those women, they are demons. The individual made it very clear, because this was a male prostitute, okay? This individual was a male prostitute. He used to operate in bars and clubs and stuff like that. People where they could, go and fish for, these sugar daddies and the rich guys and people with money. The guy said it very clear in the video that not all the women you meet in those kind of pubs and clubs, they are genuine. Some of those women, and even sometimes men, they are demons. They are not real people. They are not real people, ladies and gentlemen. They are demons. So you go out there, you intoxicate yourself, you pick up this lady, you go home, you sleep with them, you don't even know what you're sleeping with in the first place. And before you know it, everything about you is destroyed. Your family is in pieces, your business is in pieces, your health is in pieces, you're starting to get out of these fibroids, you're starting to get out of these problems with your body organs, everything shuts down. Chosen ones, you know who you are, okay? At this moment in time, I believe that you know who you are. Protect yourself. I understand that not everybody out there is for you. Know the ones that are for you. Know the ones to come in. Know the ones to stay away, okay? Build your discernment. It is the only way you're going to protect yourself, because not everybody on this planet is human. Let us know what you think about this video in the comment section below. You know that I do love and appreciate your support. Book a session. You may donate to support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I will catch you guys in my next one. Denzamo signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.